We all like the beach, right? Yeah? So you've probably made a sandcastle at some point. Now, I don't know, maybe you made like St. Peter's Basilica or a pathetic little wet mound of sand. Probably somewhere in between. But regardless of what you built, the fact remains that the tide would roll in and wash it all away. Now, this sounds a bit cliche, but you are like a sandcastle. You, right now, are a bunch of compact dust, and eventually you will be less compact dust. That is to say, you and everyone you know and love are going to die. That's just the way of things. So when you consider that we're all going to die and history is going to forget us, you may be wondering, what's the point? Well, here we just discovered nihilism, the belief in nothing, the philosophy that nothing really matters, and so what if it did? You know, dust in the wind, or to be in line with that beautiful performance of Bohemian Rhapsody, nothing really matters. But that's a pretty depressing way to look at the world, so I don't recommend that you subscribe to nihilism. Not entirely, anyway. You see, of course, life, of course, has meaning. We're here, and maybe that just means nothing other than the fact that we're here, but that still means something. So you can't say that life has no meaning. But I would still say that a little bit of nihilism can't hurt. I like to think of it as cosmic toddlers, right? When we were little babies, we would care about things that we probably don't even think about today. Let's say that when you were, 3 years old, you probably liked your sandwiches maybe cut diagonally. If for some reason you got one that was cut down the middle, that could very well be the end of the world. Nowadays, it doesn't matter. It's a sandwich. Like, no one cares. Now, when I was a toddler, I've been informed that I like to smash sandcastles, so going back to the metaphor from earlier, that has some not great implications. But moving on, as we grow up, we get more and more nihilistic. We start to care about things less. This is just the natural process of maturing. We naturally get more hardened and more nihilistic about things. But if you get too nihilistic, then you just don't care about anything, and there's no point in doing anything. So, of course, there's a balance. What is that balance? I would say that the past and the future don't really matter. In the past, it's things that have already happened. You can't do anything to change them. In the future, it's something that's uncertain, and you can maybe, push the scale a little bit, but you can't really determine what's going to happen in the future. So the past and the future that you have no control over, don't worry about them. What you should be worrying about is the present. And what you should be worrying about in the present is how to make every moment as fulfilling as possible. The way I suggest you do that is by finding a purpose, a goal, a mission, and sticking to it, making your life goal to be, your life goal. I'm not sure how you're going to do that. That's not what I'm talking about. That's up to you to decide, and it'll probably take your whole life. But you should always be looking, because what else is there to do? So if you find something that is truly fulfilling, something that brings you happiness, there's no reason to try to do anything else. You should focus every moment on moving forward and trying to be as happy and fulfilled as possible. In the words of Ferris Bueller, life moves pretty quick. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it. Don't miss it.